Hey, you guys, I'm back for day number 17 of my 30-day live Facebook challenge. Excuse me, my voice was cracking for a moment when I started to go live. So we made it halfway through the year. I can't believe it. The year is just flying by as always. Shoot, we're almost halfway through the decade. Let's be honest. Can't you remember when it was just 2020 and now it's 2024 and we're halfway through that year? So thought I jumped on and I didn't really know what I was going to talk about, but while I was starting to craft my little subject topic, a couple things came to mind. It was SMART goals and a term called S.A.V.E.R.S that I learned about in the Miracle Morning for real estate agents. So I'm going to talk about both of those topics really quick because they're good reminders for myself and something to help me get focused for the rest of the year and, for the next week. And also I thought it would be great for me to share them with you because maybe it would help teach someone something and help them in their lives. So I'm going to start with SMART goals. I know a lot of you guys know what SMART goals are, but in case you guys don't or you haven't heard of them, a goal is something that has, if you use SMART system, it is something that is specific, it's measurable, it's achievable, it's realistic, it's time bound, and that's it. I had them all right. So SMART, that's the acronym for it. So let's say in real estate, you want to sell, 24 houses or 12 houses or a certain amount or something like that. You would take that goal and you'd put it into a sentence and you'd have that specific goal that I want to sell. Let's say I want to sell 12 houses within 2024. So it's specific because you know what your goal is and how many you want to achieve. Let's say that 12. It's measurable in that sense it's 12, that you can measure it. It's actually achievable. For me, that's an achievable one a month. And then R, it's realistic. Last year, I kind of went above and beyond and I set some goals that weren't necessarily realistic for the skills I had at the time. So that's why I'm somewhat trying to keep it more realistic. Earlier this year, I said I wanted to sell 24 homes, but I'm finding myself off track right now on that. And even though that might still be achievable, I'm going to go ahead and set it into a more realistic goal for the rest of the year so I don't get down on myself when I don't achieve that goal. So I hate to sound like that because I'm a perfectionist. I like to achieve great things. But I also know that sometimes taking off the stress of like something that's too lofty is good for me because I'd rather see myself succeeding than failing because I feel much better and positive when I feel like I'm succeeding compared to when I'm like chasing something and I'm behind. So back to the rest of that acronym is T is time bound. I gave it a time bound. I wanted to do it within 2024. So that's a great setup that you guys can use is that SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. And you can use that for any goal, whether it's lose 10 pounds by the end of, the month. That might be a little difficult, but maybe by the end of 2 months. And how are you going to do that is, I'm going to specifically, I want to achieve that goal. I'm going to go out on a daily walk, hit my 8,000 steps each day. I'm going to measure it by that. It's achievable, it's trackable, it's relevant and realistic. So then jumping into the S.A.V.E.R.S, that was a concept that I found out about on the Miracle Morning for real estate agents. It's called, well, as I just said, S.A.V.E.R.S. It's a way to start your morning. So you can start it on like a chill note, but you can set yourself up for success for the rest of the day. And it was just an acronym that I really liked, and I haven't been using necessarily the last few days. Well, few weeks, but I'm going to get back into using it. And that's why I'm sharing it with you guys, because maybe you guys can incorporate it into your mornings as well. So the S.A.V.E.R.S is waking up and doing some silence. So taking that morning time and before you get into your crazy day, just taking 5 to 10 minutes of silence before you turn on the TV or, your podcast or whatever, just taking some time for yourself. And then affirmations. So whether you listen to a podcast or you have them written out already or memorized in your head, maybe it's a prayer, but having that type of affirmation that you go ahead and you say to yourself to get yourself into a positive mind frame for the day, and tell them to yourself. And so S.A.V.E.R.S, V is visualization. I love to use visualization. I have a vision board. I was just looking at it the other day and seeing what I've achieved and what I'm still left to achieve on it. But having that vision right in front of you so you can see it and you can make it happen. And then when you see it like on paper, you can get it into your mind and you can make it a reality. And then V is exercise. We all know that exercise is great for us, especially in the morning, because it gets your brain and your blood pumping, and it will set you up for success for the rest of the day. The R is reading, taking a little bit of time to do 5 to 10 minutes of reading, whether, it's in your Bible or it's a book that you enjoy or some type of, some type of knowledgeable book in your career that will help you set you up for fun or success. Or maybe it's just a fun book that you read because, you enjoy reading. And yeah. And then the S at the end is scribing. So journaling and scribing, getting down your thoughts. Some of us do that through journaling. Some of us do that through using our planner and writing out our daily task and our weekly task and breaking it down into hours or half hours and setting ourselves up for success that way. So hopefully I didn't ramble too much on this one for you guys, but those were a couple of my thoughts that I wanted to share for you and things that I'm going to try to focus on for this week so I can feel like I'm achieving a lot. And I mean, I am achieving a lot, but like I said, I can sometimes be very hard on myself, and going back to those type of things, if I break it down in those small bite chunks, a little, whatever, bitty bite, whatever, don't listen to me, but it makes, it makes it so much more relatable and easy, and just that you can accomplish your goals and you don't feel so overwhelmed. So I apologize for being so late on my go live, and I'm sorry that I've kind of been slacking the last few days, but like I said, I'm not giving up, and I wanted to get back on today and make sure I shared some valuable tips with you guys. So please share with me some of your SMART goals so we can help hold each other accountable. Also, please tell me if you have any tips for morning savers or something like that, or if you think that morning savers would help you. All right, you guys, I hope all is well. You'll see me back tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.